have very significant guests. They share their availability and time here with us for the next about 1 hour with the class. So the first guest I would like to introduce is John Whitway.
Yes, Whitway.
Whitway, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so John is cybersecurity professional in the field for decades, and he has obtained CISSP certificate, and he also had significant training with Carnegie Mellon on the CSIR team. You all know about the function of the team, CSIR team, and he later on worked on the policy domain, and I will give the time to John to tell us a little bit about
Sure.
John.
So I was with the Office of Information Security, the Governor's Office. It was enterprise-wide for the IT infrastructure for the state of Florida. Basically, a lot of policy development, but also layered security in depth, a lot of risk management and vulnerability. And because I arrived early and I saw some of the presentation, the realization is that you guys are the ones that we would hire for penetration testing and for ethical hacking in order to align our our security program in terms of risk management and policy development. So this is not only so vital, it's probably the most robust and rich experience that you're going to have, because most people, like myself, start in the managerial and drill down, and it's a better approach from coming from hacking going up. So this is a nice opportunity, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, John. Give him a round of applause. Thank you. And our next guest is Dr. Jonathan Adams. Dr. Adams is the professor at CCI, and he's an expert in information technology. So he teaches at graduate level intro to IT and usability classes at the undergraduate and also graduate school. And Dr. Adams has several awards. Recent significant award was a Fulbright Scholar working on a research project in Thailand, and many significant contribution and research. Dr. Adam, do you have things to share with the class?
Hi. Here it is. This is what I have to share. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm a PhD programmer and I use some software companies, so I'm very interested in this topic.
Okay,
Hope I
thank you.
enjoy it.
Very nice. Okay, our next guest is Mr. Lo Jackson. And Mr. Jackson is the Senior Regional Vice President at Invesco Company. Lo specialized in coaching a limited number of financial advisors to do investments and to advise them on timely investment strategies. So Mr. Jackson is a graduate of University of Georgia with both BA and MA. And he has significant number of years working in Invesco. So he has taught even courses on personal finance at Emory University. And number of significant things he has done. I would like to give the floor to Mr. Jackson to give us a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ho.
Thank you.
And you're probably wondering what a guy with an investment company is doing here, right? But I am a marketing person at Invesco. They gave me a $10 title called Senior Vice President. You know, it sounds better than other options. But the way this might fit in with what Dr. Ho is trying to do, if you were making a presentation to your company, a corporate presentation, I would be the guy in the room who's probably one of those representing marketing. So I'm sitting there thinking, don't take me too deep in the weeds now, and tell me how this is going to work better for our customers, and tell me how it's going to work easier for those of us that aren't high tech. Now, I'm I'm not trying to replace what Dr. Ho has told you to do, but that's the way us guys in my area think of things and want things to happen. We're happy to be here. Thanks for the pizza.
Thank you. Okay, very good. We also have Conrad Metcalf, and he is he's the regional or executive director at a nonprofit in New York State. Right? Is that
That's
good?
correct.
Okay. So, do you have more to say to the class?
So the focus of my nonprofit is energy efficiency, which right now is all about building automation, which connects us to the Internet of Things, which makes everything that we're doing very vulnerable, thanks to all of you. No, I mean, thanks to all of you that you are here trying to help us to become less vulnerable.
Right. Thank you, Conrad. We all know that Internet of Things can be threatening to our current lifestyle, so it is critical. And we also have Penny Jackson. She is the president for 2 radio stations in Georgia. And before this responsibility, she works at Bank of America in the Special Investigation Department. Our last but not least guest is Rose. She is in the center of the room filming your presentation. So thank you. Rose is from CCI Help Desk, and she has been helping a lot with iSensor research as well. So the next couple of minutes I'm going to take is to walk us through the objective and your assignment. So this is to give you all an overview of the project introduction, so our guests will not be wondering why you do certain defense strategies and why you do certain attack strategies. So basically, we group the class of 18 students into 4 teams. Each team is given a network of 25 virtual machines, and we add them up as we go around. So think about this, 100 machines, virtual machines are being created in this virtual sandbox networks that contains Kali Linux, PFSense, Security Onion, Komodo firewalls. They're both mostly the firewall section. Penn is a Palo Alto network firewalls, is one of the top tier firewall company. And Ubuntu and Apache, Windows, Honeypot, different Windows servers. So with this large creation of the virtual machines, it has been created and supported by the CCI Help Desk. The Help Desk is a very safe sandbox for us to do these defensive and offensive exercises. And they're located in the SEC domain. So students' assignments are to set up all machines. So basically, we set the machine, give to them, so they set up and configure all the virtual machines to the right configuration. They will protect their own assets, and they will penetrate other teams' assets with all possible strategies, plans, and attack models, and they report. So today we're going to see the results of their report. This is about 100 virtual machines divided into 4 different groups. And apparently you can see that very detailed planning on the IP addresses and the machines, and they have to be allocated with the right resources. The amount of RAMs, the amount of hard drive, and the right operating system, software, and then configurations. So they receive these sets of machines, and the machine pretty much going from all the VM virtual machine 1 to 100 plugged into the SecNet network, all given with the same IP addresses over 24. They're connected to the virtual switch. There's no secret. They receive this environment, and their assignment is to change this boring network configuration infrastructure into this very interesting diagram in a way that they all receive the same IP addresses. Somehow, the class has to be magically grouped and configure all the firewalls, configure all the intrusion detection systems, configuring all their attack systems, and pull all their resources behind the firewall. These are done from scratch, and they receive weekly lab assignments, and as well as setting up additional tools. And you will see that they all not only have just play with these tools, they also come up with their own tools and attack strategies to play with different domain areas and to derive their report that they will share with us today. So this is the sequence of the team presentation, and I like to give them just 30 seconds to prepare. Each team will take 15 minutes to make their presentation. The first team to go is Team C, as you wish. Their topic is the influence of military tactics on cybersecurity attacks. The next team will be Team D. They're working on the eccentric but fundamental protections against cyber hack. The third team to present is Team B, packet analysis and port exploitation. The final team to present is Team